Live at 3, let's sip the tea. Let the laughter roam free. Let the waves decree. Let the joy. Whoa, you weren't supposed to see that. AI's taking over. I still need something. You're not supposed to see that. Get off my screen. Get out of here, Chat GPT. Let's get into offer review. Red Star Orb. We got 10x today, so if you're saving your basic reds, now's the time to open them when there's no featured characters, so you can get some dark promotion credits. Also, let's talk about it. There's going to be a severe crunch of augmented alien spores. Both of the new characters of the Hive Mind, both Gwenum and whatever his name is, Symbiote Silver Surfer, I never can remember his name, Void Knight, need like 65 each to go to gear tier 18. And yeah, some people have lots of them, like screw you T-Dats, but you need like, that's like 260 of them to max out the team. And we still don't know what the unique is going to be on Red Goblin, which is going to be next patch, which is probably going to be sometime in early February. So one of the things that's coming up though is that Carnage and Venom work well with Super Scroll if you're in the running to finish Kiln, which the level 40 rewards, is my understanding, is going to be a 3 diamond Gambit, which is Gambit's pretty important right now. And so I think this is a good suggestion. This is coming from Dorky Dad. Yeah, if you aren't doing it for Kiln tomorrow, then just go to gear tier 17, extra Hive Mind characters for raids. Yeah, it's going to be a thing. There's going to be a severe shortage of augmented alien spores, and probably don't need to go crazy on Carnage and Venom unless you're in the running with big Super Scroll and you're trying to get a 3 diamond Gambit, which is one of the rewards from Kiln. So maybe 17 will be enough. All right, but yeah, it's kind of garbage. All right, we also got the Strike Pass analysis coming in from Baka, and I feel like the main difference here is going to be the diamond credits. It's the silver diamond credits. There's 110. So it looks like mostly of everything is the same. A little bit reduction in character shards, and character shards for me to be are relatively lackluster because most of them I already have or have good access to currently. A little bit more of Origin gear tier 16, and a little bit more 17s. But the main difference from the Strike Passes is the characters and the silver diamond credits. Now, a lot of people ask me, what is 110 silver diamond credits worth in boomer bucks? The boomer valuation? I don't know. This is enough right here to take a single character from one diamond to 2 diamond. And I'm calling them diamond stars or blue stars because they're just blue stars to me. You could call them diamonds if you want, but I'm going to call them diamond stars. Also, level 100 approaches. Now, there's an event that's going to be running on the 22nd of January. I'm going to move to the other side of the screen, which like heralds level 100. Archangel was asked directly if level 100 was going to be coming on the 22nd, and he said more information to come. So maybe we'll get some information in Friday's blog post. But I wanted to read this. With level 100 approaching, DD7 around over us in gear tier 19, somewhere in the mix, do you think it's about time to introduce new training materials? The economy of this game is in the rise, and we haven't seen any new training materials for upcoming level increase. I noticed this when I was upgrading my characters. Colors of the tiers correspond with the training materials. So where are the teal training materials? Okay, interesting. I don't know. Maybe they more training materials. I'm a fan. I feel like for me, I've been getting better access to gold a little bit. But the other thing too is people have been hoarding their campaign energy right here, like this campaign energy. I mean, there are people with 10,000 saved, 20,000 saved, and those are the people that are going to be able to get to level 100 faster by spending their campaign energy. Now, that's something I don't do, but I know a lot of people are. For me, it's going to take whatever X number of weeks to get to level 96, and then I'll probably focus on my arena teams and then the raid teams that I have that are struggling one, they'll be the first characters that I upgrade from level 95 to 96. And who knows what that's going to cost? You know, 600,000-700,000. It's going to be horrific. But other people that have all that campaign energy saved are going to be able to rush to level 100 quicker, and the amount of gold and training materials they're going to need all at once is going to be pretty steep. That's not my plan, but that is what happens every time there is a level cap increase. What's the point of less than difficulty 5 in Scourges now? And I want to talk about this because this is important to the community. And when I went on Reddit today, I want to say in the top 10 posts on Reddit, 5 or 6 of them are about this. And I want to address it one more time. I know I talked about it on Friday's video. I know I talked about it on Sunday's videos, yesterday's video, but this is important to the community. And there's 2 things. I want to read the posts, and hopefully Scopely sees these videos and or these posts and understands the dissatisfaction, why people are dissatisfied. And then also, we're going to talk about a solution. Like, let's say Scopely says, we're not changing it. It's too bad. There is a way around this, and we're going to talk about that as well. What's the point of difficulty 5 and under in Scourges now? With milestone 1 set at 600k, there's really no point in doing anything less than difficulty 5, as nothing below that qualifies for a reward. Goes to show how little thought was put into this implementation. I agree. All the community wants is the ability to slowly gain shards towards Apocalypse, as we've always had the option to until now. Keep everything as it is now, add a repeating milestone at 425k points that gives 50 or heck even 25 shards of that specific horseman. Let people slowly work towards completing the horseman. I think this is a reasonable solution. If you run this event every 2 weeks and add 50 shard milestone that repeats every run, that would be 3 months to go from 6 to 7 stars. I think that's fair, and I also think it'll alleviate all the complaints. Want to rush to 6 stars, invest in the proper teams, and you're done. Want to get to 7 stars eventually? Do what you can each run, and within a year, you have horsemen at 7 stars. I don't see a downside to this, other than Scopely just doesn't want to. They want you to struggle through it. Update has killed the fun of the horseman Scourges. I'm at level 90, and to get the horseman to the next star rating, I'll have to score over 1 million on a run, which means investing a massive amount of materials into the next to useless teams. We're going to talk about that. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but people are reporting other ways of doing it. And we're going to talk about it. Except for not an Archangel. The new way they've done the Scourge means you can't just hit 500k each run and slowly grind up, which is true. Allegedly really stingy, and now you have to ridiculously powerful teams and bad characters to even make a dent. Really hope this I hope they really fix this. It was a really bad change. I mean, there was a lot of posts about this. Good luck to everyone who hasn't maxed Horsemen yet. You'll need it. 4-year, 30 million TCP, so you're a serious player. And I just realized I didn't have max stars on Red Hulk or Archangel. And man, just for reference, you'll have to set it to level 7 difficulty with most Scourges on to win. It's not impossible. The skill nodes and Heroes Guardian nodes just aren't worth the trouble, in my opinion, to get them to 7 stars. For the record, I never maxed them earlier because I think redoing the same Scourge over and over is lazy and boring, just like Blitz, so I don't really do them that often. In the future, they should just take your max score for recurring content and make that a baseline for rewards, so we don't have to waste time playing old game modes with old teams. But yeah, for you new players, I hate to say it, but you guys are fucked. These fights are tough, and I honestly don't think it's worth investment now, and I would just get them like 5 stars and you're good, unless you like restarting the same match over and over again, waiting for perfect RNG. Also, I don't care about maxing them, and I just feel bad for new players that have to do it. It's really tough as it is right now. And Horseman Scourges are trash. Anyways, you get the idea. Here's the thing, and this kind of relates to level 100 around the corner. Interesting take on Scourges from Dorky Dad, and I did talk about this yesterday, but the difference today is we've got firsthand personal experiences with doing this that worked, and I want to read those. Watch Dorky Dad's video on the updated Scourges, and I thought it was a different way of looking at it. Not here to argue or say he is right or wrong, but it's a different perspective what I think thought adds to the discussion. The sword version is basically focused on the first 4 nodes of each Scourge, although you can't do that with Archangel. You have to do minions. As the stronger, you will naturally get teams that can do the first 4 nodes over time, and higher difficulty with more and more Scourges turned on. I believe eventually you could get 7 using only the 4 nodes. And several people in my chat were saying things like, I got Morgan Le Fay without upgrading my web warriors. I want to read 2 more posts because people are actually trying this, and I'll link this video in the description because it's worth checking out if you don't want to upgrade, for example, web warriors or whatever team it is. You know, might have found a Scourge solution. This may work, it may not. It won't work unless you have a fairly deep team. Yeah, this is kind of an ender game, a later game player strategy. So mostly for later gamers. Shout out to Marvel Church for the Scourge advice and using Skater Gamer Dude for giving me the idea. Here goes. If you're looking at a 1 million run score numbers to level up your 5 to 6 star horsemen and don't want to build pointless teams, just go crazy with Scourges and play on a much higher difficulty level than you normally would. Make sure your run score will be 2.5 million. You obviously won't complete the run, but the idea is to hit a score of 1 million from the first 4 nodes. I just did a test run and doubled my previous top score. Yeah, I got creamed a few times and had to run multiple teams per node, but that doesn't really matter if you're not trying to go the full run. I'll update and see if it really works, but right now I'm just looking at building a few heroes and globals that I will use later, so he's not upgrading useless teams, and I will go after that 1 million partial run. Give it a try, commanders. Let me know. Here's the thing. Updated. It works. Was able to get another star on Morgan. Doubt I'll be able to get her from 6 to 7, but I didn't have to upgrade anyone for the extra star. So this is actually working for people. PSA, maxed out Morgan Le Fay with 0 web warriors. If you built up the big boy apocalypse teams and meta city arena characters, then you can do the first 4 nodes on difficulty 10 for both Rogue and Morgan Le Fay to max them out without reaching node 5. I know there's a huge cluster of players that are where I'm at, working on DD6, so this is an endgame player, but still need 100, 300 shards for each horseman. And I'm just here to say that instead of building Class C teams like Web Warriors, F Web Warriors and A-Force, whatever's needed in node 5 on the Scourges. And then here's the downside to this strategy. Still need to build a minion team in Avengers, though. Might change my DD6 lineup because of it. Who knows? So, I just wanted to say that there are other ways of doing that. I'm going to put a link in the video to Dorky Dad's video if you're interested. And give it a try. Maybe it'll work for you. Maybe you'll get a higher star Morgan just by trying to get more points on the first 4 nodes by not worrying about node 5 and just boosting the difficulty in the Scourges to get as many points as possible. All right, that's all for now. Bye for now. The video's over. Thanks for watching. Keep, I don't know.